residency, you know, after 1 year of research. It's like a plan B. Something is not working out, you need to increase. But at that time, you already have a letter from that mentor, and you potentially could continue doing some projects and publishing as you're doing master's degree. But starting, you know, with master's degree and research at the same time, and trying to impress your mentor and complete all the courses, close to impossible. We tried that at our institution, and it's just very hard.
May I just add one more thing, and she's right, but one more important component of this is that if you're going to go, let us say, to our institution, I would prefer that you actually do your research in our institution, so that the faculty in your discipline get to know you. It is irrelevant for me if you're coming from Harvard with a master's or a research publications, because our faculty do not still know you. And one of the purpose of actually doing a visiting research fellowship prior to submitting your candidacy for a residency is for the faculty to get to know you as a person and to have some degree of confidence that they would like for you to be their junior colleagues. So this is extremely important. When people say that I have done my master's or research in an organization other than ours, that is not much has much effect on us.
So I just want to make a comment. We have a whole section on research and residency which follows this particular session, so a lot more of your questions can be answered. That runs from 3 to 5.
So, is there any other questions there? If not, I'll ask you another question, because many of our TAs or demonstrators, when we send them to prepare for the USMLE, for example, and they go to Kaplan. Yeah, the majority, they will go to Kaplan, and they want to spend a year or two there to prepare for the USMLE and get good grades there, and so to be more competitive to get the best possible grade. I want to know your advice for us. When we send them, should we send them to do a year in Kaplan and then a second year doing research and observership, for example, or a master's degree, or 2 years in Kaplan and then apply? So 2 years in Kaplan versus 1 year of Kaplan plus research and observership, or 1 year of Kaplan plus a master's degree? Which one do you think is a better?
I'm going to start, and then Dr. Rao maybe will continue. What my personal view of this, that each candidate sort of needs a tailored approach.
Yeah.
Depending on their grade point average, depending on their clinical rotations, depending on their willingness to enroll in these rotations while they're doing research. And as I mentioned, master's degree right away is really best for those that don't have grade point average. I would say for those that have grade point average less than 4 out of 5, I would recommend a master's degree because it stands out in applications. And so that way they have a chance to redeem themselves in the American system and say, listen, I put my best foot forward, and here's my GPA from an American institution for 1 year of classes. And so this was just perhaps my junior problem that now is rectified. So it's not for everybody, and sort of, I think SACM is doing a phenomenal job, and Dr. Summer knows all the students that go through practically by name, and in putting them in the right programs and the right path.
Okay. So you know, I have a slightly different view. I agree with Dr. Bird. It's very unfortunate that students from Saudi Arabia actually had to go to Kaplan. That's very unfortunate. At a university recently, in a 6th or 5th medical forum, I gave a talk about how we are wasting our students' time by sending them for these preparatory courses. Implying that we as teachers have failed in our universities to prepare the students for the assessment that is required for USMLE. University of Dammam is actually now, starting this year, would be giving the students the opportunity to take prep courses in Dammam through a company in United States called Becker. I would strongly advise you that if you are a self-learner, all the material that Kaplan is going to provide is available to you. There is no miracle in what Kaplan provides to you. Learn for yourself, make sure that you are prepared by doing some bench exams, and then go ahead and give your USMLE.
I have to agree. I felt that Kaplan, and sometimes students get lost in Kaplan. We have some students that have been in the United States for 2 years in Kaplan and only taken one test. I think that's a lost time.
Okay, thank you very much. And if there's no more questions, then please join me to extend our thanks to the 3 great speakers. And we end our session so they can prepare the place for the next session. Thank you very much.